This video is a brief tutorial on initiating pre-tune auto-tune on a Partlow 1800 plus temperature control.
Go.
There are a couple things to consider before initiating the auto-tune. One is that the spread between the process variable, which is the temperature input, and the set point of the controller must be at least 5% of the configured span of the controller. That means that if the span of the controller is 0 to 1,000 degrees, then you would have to have at least a 50-degree spread between the PV and the SP before the auto-tune can be engaged. The other point would be that it's recommended to record the existing PID values within the controller before the auto-tune is initiated. That's in case at a later date you need to reset the controller to how it had previously been, or it's also sometimes a good tool to use so that you can see which direction the values are trending as the unit is auto-tuned. The following steps will show you how to enter the controller menu, find the existing PID values so that they can be recorded. First, we'll press the Enter key slightly ahead of pressing the Up key to enter the menu screen. First menu is Operator. Next menu is Setup. That's where we need to go to look at the current PID values. So we'll press the Enter key. Now we have to enter the lock code. The default lock code for the setup mode is 10. Press the Enter key. We're now in the setup mode. Enter key. Press the Enter key until we get to proportioning band. This is the proportioning bandwidth. It's the factory default. Record that value. Press the Enter key again. We'll see the automatic reset rate, also known as the integral. It's 5.00, which again is a factory default. Record that value. Press the Enter key again. We'll see the rate, which is also known as the derivative. It's currently set for 1.15, which again is a factory default. Record that value. Now we can toggle back out to get into the auto-tune mode. By doing this, we're going to press the Enter key slightly ahead of the Up key. Now we're back to Setup. We can scroll through the menus. This is Configure. This is Info. This is the auto-tune mode. That's where we want to go so that we can get in and initiate the pre-tune. Next thing, we'll press the Set or the Enter key. Currently, pre-tune is off. Press the Up button to turn it on. It is now active. You can see that by the blinking AT or auto-tune light. We're going to toggle back out so that we can get to the operator mode. Operator, Enter key. This is the typical operator screen. Now that we're back in the operator menu and we see that the auto-tune light is blinking, indicating that the auto-tune sequence is currently running, we'll let the controller go through its steps. I'm going to simulate a temperature increase just so you can see what happens. Notice the output light, which is the triangle on the right-hand side, is on, indicating that the output of the controller is on. As we approach the 200-degree set point, that light will go out. The reason that it went out before we got to 200 is because it saw a very steep rate of increase. I'll turn it back.
Probably need to redo that.
Because it, okay, now we can see that we're in the operator mode. The Autotune is engaged and currently sampling the control, indicated by the Autotune light flashing. I'm going to simulate a temperature increase. And we'll watch the Autotune sequence is running and the controller is learning how quickly the process reacts to the heat output. We see that the output is off because of the steep rate of temperature increase. Back on. Now we can see that the controller has gathered enough information and has reconfigured the PID values. That's indicated by the Autotune light being off now. Next step will be to go back into the setup menu and take another look at the new PID values. We'll do that by pressing the Enter key and the Up key once. Press the Up key to get to setup mode. Enter key. As we learned earlier, the unlock code for the setup mode is 10. Press the Enter key. We're going to scroll through. The new proportioning bandwidth is 1.5. Record that value. The new integral value is 0.28. Record that value. The new derivative value is 0.07. Record that value. Now we can just go back out to the operator mode. And resume operation with the controller. One thing to note is the values that we just saw in the controller are going to be much different on your control, most likely, because the process that we just went through was a very fast acting simulated temperature change. Hopefully you found these instructions helpful. If you need additional technical support, Gomer is happy to help. You can contact us at 713-460-5200 or find us on the web at gomer.com.